A different scenario. Washington Post. Baghdad will request that U.S. forces remain in Iraq. Mr. Sammy, the key here will be when the auctions stop, and we feel like it will be either the 28th or the 29th. The dollar may jump up some due to traveling at this time, but soon we should see the lower notes and the new rate. Within days, business confused with the dollar exchange rates expected to rise in parallel market. Businesses are trying to figure out how to price things. The government created a committee to address how to reprice things for sudden value changes. We did hear from a group of very informed individuals that are part of this process. They're part of the release. They said the release is coming very shortly. What does it mean? Well, in this case, it means a couple of days. Releases are coming very shortly. It's coming, what I've heard since then, and these were extremely valuable people that were bringing this to us, the highest of the high. We are looking for a green light from Treasury / Wells Fargo to release this to us over the next couple of days. Let's see what happens over the weekend. We at point now that we expect Alec give us a speech at any time now. Iraq Stock Exchange ranks first in the Arab world in trading volume for November. What are Iraqis waiting for after the news of the sudden suspension of the dollar sale platform by the central bank? That is a big deal, by the way. They've been talking about stopping the auctions for quite some time. This is their way of getting away from the dollar altogether, and by doing so allow them to win the international community. This is going to eliminate a lot of the criminality. I am hearing rumors from groups attached to Indian nations that they are being told to prep for imminent release. It could be within days. Similar mechanisms are being reenacted too when Kuwait RV'd. Some Indian nations did very well when Kuwait revalued. This has me really excited. The Vietnamese dong has explosive potential. IMO based on that the world will now slowly turn more and more towards Vietnam for the things that they used to get out of China. That evidence has already been displayed in the last 6 years in their economy. If you went to Vietnam today, you'd think you were as Dubai. We're going to keep our eyes peeled for 4805, which is the Ministerial Council of Justice numbering system, which talked about the federal budget. We haven't seen that opened yet for 2024, but we see that it's printed. We don't know exactly what the contents are. We're hoping the new exchange rate is within it. After they stop the auction, the nation of Iraq's currency has to be backed by something. It will no longer be backed by the American dollar. But with a basket, the other currencies can back up the Iraqi dinar. But that's not the best way for it to go. The best way is for the Iraq dinar to be backed by gold or by its assets inside of that basket, giving it the most power for all the other currencies. No doubt the currency of Iraq is not just backed by oil, but by endless amount of things. Iraqi dinar falls a week before dollar selling platform closes. Quote, 4 days now, the Iraqi markets have witnessed a noticeable decline in the value of the Iraqi dinar against the US dollar. Expected the rise to be temporary for a period of time, after getting used to stopping the platform and adopting the normal thing. The Central Bank of Iraq has expanded the basket of foreign currencies that can be dealt with and ended reliance on the dollar only, and this diversity will reduce the dollar exchange rate in the parallel market and raise the value of the Iraqi dinar in the future. Mr. Sammy told me the only thing remaining, and we will see soon, is Iraq depegging from the dollar, and with the auctions closing, it's just a matter of time when they're going to give lower notes. Frank, Mr. Sammy is preparing you. He wants you to get ready. Question: what does your gut say, Mark? Marksy, it says this year is still very much in play. I wanted to dispel some idiotic rumors that the contractors are being paid at an RV rate, and this time of $3.91 per dinar. Really? How is this possible? Simply put, they're not trying to covertly implement the RV slowly behind our backs. The CBI told us many times already they would be upfront and straightforward about the process of the RV. Television is talking about the discussion for adjustment to have a new exchange rate. Can you believe that, Mr. Frank? Every day they tell us they're going to give us a new exchange rate. You know why they're telling us they're going to give us a new exchange rate? They say since the auctions are stopping. Frank, tell Parliament to move over. The cash cow is coming to an end. It's coming. That's all there is to it. Iraq Stock Exchange ranks first in the Arab world in trading volume for November. Quote, trading volumes achieved a growth of 131.24% during November 2024 compared to the previous month, thus topping the Arab financial markets in terms of growth rates. My Iraqi contacts this morning are pretty upbeat. My contacts still think it could go at any moment and are prepared for it. Question. Rumor is that the dinar has RV'd. Have you anything to say about those rumors? Caparoni. Currencies of a country are not some lottery ticket. They represent a country, and if a currency is ever going to go up in value, it will be based on the success and economic growth of that country. Iraq is trying to rebuild their country and diversify their economy. Iraq has made a lot of progress over the years rebuilding, but still has a ways to go. If Iraq can create a market economy and diversify away from oil, we may see some improvement in the value gradually as a result. But there is no significant RV like the gurus talk about. Recently, questions have been raised about the delay in presenting the 2025 budget tables to Parliament, with multiple sources confirming that Parliament currently does not have sufficient information or details regarding these tables. This delay raises concerns about compliance with the legal and constitutional deadlines for presenting the budget, which is a legal violation that could affect the course of government